Well, hey everybody. Welcome to another video edition of Small Talk. I've got my friend Beth here today. Beth, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, Pastor Nate, I don't mean to stick my nose where it doesn't belong, but I have this long neck and all.
Yes, Beth, you indeed have that long neck, and that's okay. If you've got a question or a concern, we want to hear about it.
Well, I was just thinking that, these videos and such are getting to be kind of silly. I wonder if we couldn't just kind of trim them down a little bit.
Trim them down a little bit? I don't understand. What's going on, Beth?
Well, it's like I was saying a few months ago, it just all feels kind of silly, talking to a camera, the sanctuary all empty. I mean, what's really the point? I don't think anyone's even growing in their faith from all of this. It just seems silly and ridiculous. Maybe we ought to just kind of wrap it up. Maybe we could try again in about maybe a year or so.
Well, Beth, I can appreciate the frustration. It is certainly a challenging time to be people of faith and to share our faith here. We're making a video together, and I can appreciate that it might feel kind of silly just talking to a camera and an empty sanctuary. But you know, we're gonna hear a story today from Jesus, a story about 5 bridesmaids. It's actually about 10 bridesmaids, but 5 of them didn't understand their job very well.
Oh, well, Pastor Nate, why don't you say more about that, I guess? I mean, as long as it's quick and all. Again, I'd like to keep this short, kind of get back to whatever I was doing earlier.
Okay, Beth, well, anyway, I think you're kind of making my point for me. But anyway, the 5 of the bridesmaids, their job, they didn't do it very well, right? They were supposed to light their lamps and be ready to welcome the wedding party when it came back from the ceremony and get ready to celebrate and rejoice. And it's a wonderful day, the day when 2 people are joined together in marriage, and that was their job, but they didn't do it.
Well, it doesn't sound like they did it, but what does that have to do with me and my concern about keeping these videos short?
Well, I don't want you to forget what our purpose is, Beth. Our purpose isn't to have a sanctuary packed full of people or to be able to keep doing things the way that we're used to doing them. Our purpose is to praise God and to be people of hope.
Our purpose is to praise God and be people of hope?
Exactly, Beth. That's our job. And we can do that during a pandemic, right? In fact, a great way that we praise God is in loving our neighbors. So in some ways, doing all this in front of a camera and to an empty sanctuary is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. And we're supposed to be people of hope. And we can do that on YouTube just as easily as we can do that in our sanctuary together.
Well, I suppose you're making sense. I guess maybe we could keep putting our good effort into this. I guess we don't have to shorten things up. Well, okay, I'm convinced, Pastor Nate. We could definitely keep on doing these videos and just doing our very best to be people of hope and praise and faith.
Thank you, Beth. That's a wonderful idea. So we'll keep on doing these things just exactly the length that we need them to be.
Well, then, if we can't talk about shortening up these YouTube videos, maybe we could talk about how you shortened up that beard of yours. I can barely see it at all.
Yes, Beth, I did drop the beard here in the recent weeks. Thank you for noticing, but we're probably not going to spend any more time talking about it than that. But thank you for being here today, Beth, and I always appreciate your input and the opportunity to talk about what it means to be people of faith. So I'm going to encourage you watching at home, you keep on being people of faith too, right? Even in these tricky and challenging times, remember that's your job. Your job as followers of Christ, to be people of faith and to share your faith with others. And there's lots of ways you can do it. So keep on watching these videos. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.